because we live in a world where there is the accelerated pace of change, right? We know that. In fact, I started talking about globalization 25 years ago, and I said the number one measurement, pace of change. Number two, anxiety, fear. Fear of the unknown, fear of failure, fear of making a mistake. And the sustainable advantage, get this, is our own capacity to learn, unlearn, and relearn. Accelerated learning, right? And so you have the opportunity to speed up your learning that will help you have a better work-life balance and be more efficient, effective, and productive. That is the promise that I am making right now, and that Bonnie is going to tell you how she did it within her global care organization.
I had been with P&G about 25 years when we announced that we were buying Gillette. And that was great for me because I was running oral care, and overnight it doubled the size of my business. I already had Crest, Scope, Glide, White Strips, and now I was adding Oral-B Manual and Power to the portfolio. So now we had globally the #1 franchise in 5 of the 7 oral care franchises, and we're able to bundle those together and sell them. About most of them, but just to kind of capture this all back together. The Brightside Personal Leader Development Model, this has been instrumental in changing my life because I use it 100 times a day in little ways. So if the phone rings, I have one of those phones where you can see who's calling. Sometimes my stomach goes, ooh. So then I pick up the phone, I talk to them, I hang up, and I say, why did my stomach go, ooh? Why didn't I want to talk to him? And it usually stems back to something that happened 2 years ago where he made some comment, and it's like, okay, I can hang on to that or I can release that, and I run myself around the model. I do it at home, I do it at work, I do it in the grocery store when somebody's really nasty to me and I get ready to fire back at them. It's like, wait a minute, they had a bad day, you know, what do I want to do here? And so it's been transformational. The Brightside Visual Vision process, I gave you one example, which was drawing the pictures. There are hundreds, I think is what you say, of different things, and we've probably done most of them in my group. Identification of key behaviors. Donna Ray had a sheet with about 10 or 15 behaviors that we started every meeting with. When I picked these 4, I honestly just picked them at random. I said, if we're going to change the culture, we need to have behaviors and we need to drive them. We need to be clear with what we wanted. That's important. A system for surfacing, expressing, and effectively dealing with the real question is, what did you get out of it? We did double the size of the business and delivered all the committed cost savings that were asked. We actually did that early. Service levels improved not only for Oral-B, but for the entire franchise. This is the one I'm most proud of. I lost 1 person. We had 100 people and I lost 1. Actually, no, I guess we had 50 people in the Mason Center. We lost 2. But overall, I had 100 people globally and I lost 1 in the main offices. And this was a big deal because they had to move from Boston to Cincinnati, which a lot of them didn't want to do. A lot of them had been told, you know, you're on a fast track, finish this assignment and you'll get promoted. Now they were in Procter and they were being told, you need 1 more assignment, just to, you know, all this stuff. And all of their mentors and old sponsors had left. So the fact that we retained all these people was magnificent. And then we do these culture surveys every year. I'm sure most of you do this as well. We had a 50% improvement across the board in 2 years on the culture survey questions that dealt with job satisfaction and retention. So net, we did change the culture for the whole organization. The other things we delivered, key business metrics, we ended up being #1 last year. My engineering team did a fabulous job. There's 12 engineering groups with the company, and we rated #1 in a bunch of those. And we launched all the initiatives on time, and we're working now on delivering an hour a day personal productivity improvement. So a lot of different kinds of business metrics that got delivered with this. So that's the work piece. And what I want to talk about, and honestly the reason I'm here isn't for anything I've told you so far. It's for what it did to me and what it did for me and how it's helped me become a much better leader, much more productive, and much happier, honestly, at work.